Hello students, let us start today with your first unit of water supply engineering. It is having the maximum marks weightage, that is 42 marks, and as we have discussed earlier, this first unit is divided into 4 subunits, that is environment and ecology, water requirement, sources of water and intake structures. Okay, we will discuss each of these units one by one. Now first let us start with the first subunit, that is environment and ecology. Okay, now to start up with environment and ecology, let us know what is environment. We all have heard about this environment term, but in case if I just want to understand in a simple language what is environment, it is nothing but the surrounding in which we live in. Okay, so wherever we see ourselves, okay, all our surrounding which consists of living environment, non-living environment, all this is nothing but my environment. Okay, what this environment consists of? It consists of your plants, animals, soil, water, temperature, light, air, okay, all these are present in my environment, okay, and also the interactions between living and non-living things. Clear? Next thing, let us discuss some of the useful definitions which will be helpful for us in the furthest chapter. Coming up with your first definition, that is species. Now we have heard these terms in our school days, but let us revise now what are these species. Okay, so a group of individual organisms having similar characteristics. So any set of organisms which are having similar type of characteristics, their behavior, their growth, their reproduction, these are known as my species. Example, if we see human beings, which are nothing but as Homo sapiens. Okay, so group of human beings are species, some group of animals, plants, they all have different species here. Okay, next thing, coming up to organisms. Okay, now any living plant or animal which is capable of growth and reproduction is known as an organism. What is this organism? Is any living thing. Okay, not non-living thing, any living thing which can grow, which can reproduce, these all are my organisms here. Okay, if you see with the example, we have bacteria, we have human beings, trees, plants, all these are my organisms here. Coming up with the next definition, it is your population. Okay, we have heard about population, isn't it? Now if I need to define this population, what it is the number of people or animals in a particular place. Okay, so any group of people like human beings, if they are living in a place, that is your population of human beings. Any group of animals, now in case animals live where, like forests, so that is their group of animals, again known as population. Okay, now in case if we see the example like people living in a country, now we say the population of India is such and such, isn't it? So that is the population of human beings. Okay, coming up with the next definition, we have community. Okay, now communities, what is this? Communities, again group of populations, like group of people who share common interest form a community. Okay, so group of population again living at a particular place. Okay, that is nothing but your community here. For example, if we see villages are there, towns are there, cities are there. So this village forms one kind of community. Towns or cities form another kind of community. Okay, next thing, next definition if we discuss, it is your habitat. Now what is this habitat? Again, it is a place, okay, where all the resources will be present and it is like a natural home. For example, we have aquarium. If we discuss with the aquarium example, we have seen the fishes in that, okay, we supply food for them so that they can eat, then we have oxygen for them to breathe, they have the artificial plants and all, okay, so it is like a some environment is created where they can easily live. They have all the resources in which they can live peacefully, isn't it? So that is like a habitat here. Clear? Next thing, after these definitions, we have different elements on environment or elements of environment. Okay, now we are discussing about environment here. Let us know what are the different components. So what is present in environment here? Okay, so environment is divided into two parts, that is non-living component or physical component we can call, and the other is the living component or we call it as biological component. So we know environment, what is present, either non-living things are there or living things are there. Clear? Now in this non-living thing, In case I want to define what is there in your non-living component. So we have again further subdivided this in form of spheres. Okay, so we have heard about spheres, atmosphere, lithosphere, hydrosphere. So in the form of spheres, how this living and non-living is further subdivided. Let us understand this. So if you can see, the non-living component, which is as my physical component, is further divided as your atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere. Okay, we'll discuss all this in detail. Let us know what is atmosphere now. That is something like your air, gases which are present. In brief, if I have to tell. What is hydrosphere? All the water which is present on the earth. What is lithosphere? All the land part which is there on the earth. Okay, now these three spheres come as your non-living component which is present in environment. Next thing, if you go with your living component, in living component it is further subdivided as your biosphere. So biosphere, all the living things which are present. Now living things, we have human beings, plants, animals, okay, all these are present in your biosphere. Clear? Now these are my two subdivisions of environment. Now what we know, what is environment? That is your surrounding which we live in, okay, that is subdivided into non-living component and living component. Clear? Now non-living component, it is divided as your atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere, and your living component is divided as your biosphere. Clear? Let us discuss quickly what are these each spheres all about. Clear? Now coming up with your atmosphere, this is nothing but the gaseous layer which is present on earth. Now gaseous layer, all the gases which are there, all the air that is present on the earth, that is nothing but my atmosphere. Now if you see here, it consists of your different types of gases, that is your oxygen gas is there, hydrogen gas is there, carbon dioxide gas is there, carbon monoxide, okay, methane, all these different types of gases which are present on earth is nothing but my atmosphere. In case we discuss which gas is present in maximum volume. So your nitrogen gas, you can see here, your nitrogen gas is present in maximum volume, that is 78%. Okay, after that next is your oxygen gas which is your little less, that is 21%. Okay, after this your next all the other gases which are present on the earth is only 1%. Okay, now all this other gases includes your carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, argon gas, okay, different type of gases which are present apart from nitrogen and oxygen just constitutes of only 1% of atmosphere. Okay, coming up with your next part, which are the different spheres which are there. Your atmosphere again is subdivided into different spheres. Okay, starting from the ground level, we have troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, ionosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. Okay, so these are my different spheres of the earth, okay, which are there in atmosphere. Next thing, when you see, your atmosphere is something which is very important and playing a very important role in maintaining the heat balance. Okay, we all have heard that the harmful ultraviolet rays which are coming from the sun reaches the earth, okay, and that is being protected by the ozone layer which is present in the stratosphere layer. Okay, so that is something very important role which is played by my atmosphere here. Clear? Coming up with your next sphere, which is nothing but my hydrosphere. So the hydrosphere is nothing but the complete water content which is present on the earth. Okay, so whatever the water content is there on the earth is nothing but your hydrosphere. What it consists of now? It consists of your oceans are there, seas, lakes, rivers, streams, okay, reservoirs, groundwater. All these are nothing but my hydrosphere. So whatever the water content is there on the earth is nothing but my hydrosphere here. Okay, now what, in case I go with little more information, your 70% of water is present on the earth and 30% of land part is there. Okay, so if I just take the globe of earth, okay, we see that 70% is nearly filled with water and only 30% is land, isn't it? So that is nothing but 70% is my hydrosphere here. Coming up, when I see, just go with again further division, how much water is there? Okay, in that 97% of water is present only in oceans. Okay, in that 2% again is present as ice. ओके, सो जो बर्फ़ आप बोल सकते हो वो सिर्फ 2% है एंड लास्ट 1% इज प्रेजेंट ओनली एज फ्रेश वाटर. ओके तो आपका 97% ओशन में चला गया, तो मतलब सॉल्टी पानी हो गया मेरा। ओके नेक्स्ट 2% जो है आइस की तरह हो गया, बर्फ़ की तरह हो गया, फिर से आप उसको यूज़ नहीं कर सकते। जो 1% है ओके सिर्फ वो पानी आप यूज़ कर सकते हो, बिकॉज वो किस तरह प्रेजेंट है, रिवर्स, लेक्स, ग्राउंड वाटर, ये पानी ही हम सिर्फ यूटिलाइज करते हैं ड्रिंकिंग के लिए या फिर अपने कोई और पर्पसेस के लिए। ओके सो दैट इज ऑल अबाउट योर हाइड्रोस्फीयर। Next, coming up with your lithosphere. Now, what is this lithosphere? Lithosphere is nothing but the total land area which is present on the earth. Okay, so wherever we are standing, wherever we are living is nothing but my lithosphere here. Okay, so if you see, it is the solid outer mantle of the earth. Okay, now in this it is the most rigid part okay of the earth's layer, comprising of crust and mantle. So underground whatever the land is there, we have crust and mantle. All this is nothing but my lithosphere. So whatever your rocks are there, your stones are there, mountains are there, wherever we are standing, the land part is nothing but my lithosphere here. Okay, so it consists mainly of the minerals, okay, the organic matter. Okay, what important role it is playing is whatever the food production is there, okay, for human beings, for plants, for animals, all these things are done on the lithosphere only. So we are growing our plants, okay, everything we are growing on the land, on the soil, isn't it? So all that process is taken place by lithosphere here. Next, the decomposition part also. What is this decomposition? So any organism, when they die off, okay, that dead matter again that gets mixed up in the soil, so that is nothing but the decomposition, which is again done on the lithosphere, that is your land part. Okay, now we have different examples here, like your mountains are there, your plateaus are there. So plateaus like your elevated lands, and mountains, these all form as your lithosphere. Clear? Coming up with your last sphere, that is biosphere. What is this biosphere? As we discussed, it is the living part. Okay, so it consists of living organisms which interact with the environment, that is atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere. Clear? So your living part, the living organisms, plants, animals, human beings, okay, so all these they interact with the air, water and the land. That is nothing but your biosphere. Now this biosphere is existing from 3.5 billion years, okay, and it is also called as global ecosystem. Why? Because variety of species are living here. Variety of species is a different type of species are living here. Different type of animals are there, different type of birds are there, different type of plants are there. All these are all living in your biosphere here. Okay, so that it is known as your global ecosystem. Next thing, in the biosphere itself we see with the interactions, that is between your living and non-living things. That is all about your biosphere. Understand what is biosphere? This is as my living component. Okay, and my atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere, these are as my non-living components. Clear? Let us stop it here. Extra things again we will discuss in the next lecture. Thank you.